Shikaku? Why does she want me to stare? Oh, Paimon has a bad feeling about this.
Welcome, honored traveler. Guji-ai told me about your visit. Please, come in. The almighty Shogun is also inside. It's best not to keep her waiting.
Now, there's no need to be so stubborn about this. I'll adjust the budget here, and we'll definitely turn a profit.
No. We must confirm the official representative before discussing details. There is an order to this that must be followed.
From the way she's talking, this must be the Shogun, right?
Little one. It's about time. Come, I have a contract for you to sign.
Whoa! We're not just gonna sign a random contract out of the blue!
Hardly. Oh, well, labor is a part of it, but you will be compensated.
So it is as bad as Paimon thought.
I see. So she's the representative you selected. She would indeed be the perfect candidate for the Mikawa Flower Festival. When the yokai still roamed the land, they celebrated an event known as the Mikawa Flower Festival. It was an occasion for drink, laughter, and merriment.
We hosted a version of it during the Test of Courage. Unfortunately, due to time constraints, we weren't able to put on a large celebration. So I got to thinking, why not have another go? This time with the Mikawa Flower Festival for yokai and humans alike. One that combines human ingenuity with yokai arts to offer the most innovative and thrilling entertainment of our time. Open to all humans and yokai throughout the land.
Entertainment, huh? Wait, kind of like Akitsu Yuge and Akitsu Hanea Sobi? Those games were really fun.
For an important event like this, an official representative is required to preside over the festivities. In the past, the role was usually given to the Guji, or an individual from the Yashiro Commission. But this time...
Neither myself nor the Kamisato family can assume the position, given we represent one side or the other, the yokai or the humans.
Human you may be, but you possess a deep connection with the yokai, and you do not hail from this land. That makes you a more neutral option. Moreover, you took part in the previous festival during the Test of Courage. In my estimation, there is no better candidate for the role.
Plus, your name has the potential to attract an even greater showing. So are you going to sign this thing, or what?
Huh. You've got a point. Then let's go ahead and... Wait! Paimon almost fell into our trap!
Oh, come now. This is for an important occasion, is it not? Even I've chosen to throw profit to the wind. Surely a selfless hero like yourself wouldn't turn your back on a good cause.
According to the proposal, the proceeds will be distributed as follows. 40% to Yae Publishing House, and 10% to the festival representative.
Hey, no fair!
Now, 10% might not sound like much, but Yae Publishing House is going to great lengths for this occasion, both in time and personnel. All you need to do is show your face. Getting smart, aren't you, little one? In that case, I'll throw in another 10% from the other half of the proceeds.
No, the other half is going to the shogunate. That is not up for negotiation. But I am rather curious about the supposed great lengths you mentioned. Unless I am mistaken, most of the personnel and supplies are to be provided by the shogunate. In that sense, 40% seems rather high for your establishment, does it not?
When did she reprogram you to argue back like this?
Proceeds should be distributed according to contribution. Besides, from the very beginning, you planned to allocate an additional 10% of your share to the traveler, did you not?
Wait, so earlier you were just trying to shortchange us?
What's the fun in bargaining if you open up with your best offer right off the bat?
Paimon doesn't see the fun at all. But 20% is acceptable.
Games have always been a central part of the festival, and both Akitsu Haneyosobi and Akitsu Yuge were extremely popular. So, the plan is to host an event where the attendees have 48 hours to create a game of their own. We'll have new and exciting entertainment in no time.
Ooh, everyone loves fun games. You won't have to worry about attracting humans and yokai to the event.
That is the general plan. I'll leave you to iron out the finer details and contact the participants. This is a critical time for the Shogunate's new development plans, and the survey team is returning momentarily, so I must turn my attention to them.
Got it. We'll see you later then. Jinju Forest. Let's pay a visit to our old friend, Ioroi. Oh, but before I forget, you should eat this kitsune meal first.
Whoa, it smells so good! Oh, and also kind of like fried tofu for some reason.
The smell of humans. Nothing to see here, just a statue. Huh? Wait, why do I smell kitsune?
Remember us, Ioroi?
Ah, it's you youngsters. And you! The nasty kitsune who turned Chinju Forest into the playground for her test of courage.
Oh, Chinju Forest is supposed to be Yoroi's territory, right? Oh, no wonder he's so mad.
Exactly! How could you hold a test of courage without inviting me?
Oh, so that's what he's angry about.
Anyway, what brings you all here? Something to discuss?
I actually came to apologize about the test of courage. It was my mistake not to invite more yokai to the ceremony. So for this Mikawa Flower Festival, I knew I had to extend a personal invitation to the Bake Danuki.
Huh? The Mikawa Flower Festival?
Yes! The Mikawa Flower Festival! Huh? Kichiboshi? Shosei? Gyobu Kobai? Where did you come from?
Never trust an apology from a kitsune, or an invitation for that matter. It's just a silly festival. So what if there's delicious food or fun games?
Yum, yum!
Fun!
That's enough, you two! Don't fall for the kitsune's cheap tricks. Such hopeless, innocent cubs.
What a shame. I was hoping to take you all to the festival, but it would seem Ioroi disapproves. I suppose it makes sense. Poor Yoroi, stuck in this statue all alone while the rest of you got to have fun. How sad that would be.
Poor Yoroi.
Excuse you. I am Ioroi, the Kakushigami of the Bake Danuki. Yes. Just worried the cubs will get distracted and stray from the Tanuki path.
I should also mention I was hoping the Bake Danuki could help the humans take their games to the next level, talented as you are in the art of transformation. In Inazuma, only the Bake Danuki can hope to match the Kitsune in that area.
Match? The Kitsune could never rival the transformative gifts of the Bake Danuki.
Oh, well, I was thinking of using the Bake Danuki as the symbol of the event in the promotions and such. But alas, it would seem that you don't like that idea, Ioroi. No matter, I shall simply seek the help of the Kitsune. When the time comes, all of Inazuma will know the Kitsune stepped in to accomplish what the Bake Danuki could not.
Wait!
It worked, didn't it?
My dear cubs, transforming into things that already exist is only a small fraction of what it means to become a great Bake Danuki. To even get a quarter of the way through your training, you must be able to turn into things of your own invention. Just like when I turned into a gigantic ramen bowl that could fly. So go forth and seize this opportunity so you can advance the name of the... advance your training. Not all humans are bad and scary. Some are good, just like these youngsters. Go with them and transform into things you've never tried before.
Don't worry, Ioroi. The little Tanuki are safe with me.
You're the one I'm worried about.
Well, we're here too. We'll make sure they don't, stray from the path.
I'll hold you to that. Now, Kichiboshi, Shosei, Gyobu Koban, while you're out there, always listen to...
Yep. Always listen to Whitefur. And Miss Yellowfur. And Auntie Pink. Miss Pinkfur.
I almost forgot. Given their level of training, speaking to humans will be a problem. Just a moment, I'll cook up a few Bake Danuki meals to keep on hand.
No need. Here, Miss Pinkfur prepared a special Kitsune meal for you all. It will give you the ability to speak to humans.
You stole our tricks too? And changed the name?
Yum!
Is it really that much better than mine?
Splendid. That should make our lives easier. Now we can head into the city and start forming the teams. Well, we need more than Bake Danuki power to design these games. 2 humans per team should suffice, I'd say. Now, I need to discuss the layout of the venue with the Yashiro Commission. I'll leave the team recruitment to you.
Hold on. You're not taking part, Miko? You're really gonna sit out on the fun? You of all people?
Making games is nowhere near as fun as playing them. Besides, working through the night certainly isn't my idea of a good time.
Making games? Working? Through the night?
Anyway, this time I'm going to wait for the fun to come to me. See you later, little ones.
Kichiboshi and the others are young, so their speaking ability is limited. I miss the days when the Bake Danuki could run circles around the humans. Hold on. How were you able to understand them from the start? Does that mean the Bake Danuki meal from last time is still working? Ha ha! Take that, sneaky Kitsune! Speaking of... that Kitsune is gone, yes? Good. I have a request, young one. Come closer. You must protect the cubs from that sneaky kitsune at all costs.
City!
So many houses! So many humans!
Gotta farm beans! Wafer? Yellowfur? How do we farm beans?
Farm teams, not farm beans! It's kind of hard to explain. Yeah, that's right! People with the same taste! You know, into the same thing. It's easier to come up with a game that way.
Tastes the same. Got it!
Easy peasy. Wafer dumb.
Farm beans that taste the same.
No, wait, that's not... And they're gone. In different directions, too. Let's go after them. Longhorned Oni and Shorthorned Oni. Shosei, there you are! White fur! Yellow fur! Shosei found white fur and yellow fur #2! Both great yokai. Both like to play. Shosei loves to play. Longhorn and Shorthorn Oni also love to play. We taste the same. Hitatsumi Kozo and the others did all the work, Bullchucker! You're really lumping them in with your gang? Hitatsumi Kozo and his friends did come up with the Akitsu Yuge game during the last festival. There's no reason not to invite them this time. Hornless Oni? hornless Oni? Oh, so scary. White fur! Yellow fur! Over here! Kichiboshi found big sleepy tanuki! Hey! I'm a Muchina, not a tanuki! Oh, Muchina yokai that can turn into tanuki? No, wait. I'm not a Muchina or a tanuki. I'm Sayu. Tanuki, Muchina, Sayu? So many transformations! Sayu is yokai? I don't transform at all. I've been a human this whole time. Who is this guy anyway? Popping up out of nowhere right when I found a spot to sleep? Sorry, this is probably the first time Kichiboshi has ever seen a ninja. Not this again. It's just Sayu. And there goes my nap. Silly humans, much to learn. This human, really warm. Boy, where do we begin? Right when I was trying to run. About that, I'm pretty busy. Practicing ninjutsu and such. Taller than a house? I've never heard of a ninjutsu like that. It's not ninjutsu. It's Bake Tanuki art. We don't grow taller than house. See? I knew it wouldn't be that easy. We grow taller than mountain. Eh? Sorry. Just thinking about something Sensei always said. You can't just focus on drills, Sayu. You need to push the limits of what you know about ninjutsu. I guess. Farm beans! Success? Alright. Let's go discuss this ninjutsu. No. This Bake Tanuki art of transformation. The one you're going to use for the festival. I'll pass on the fireworks. They're terrible for my sleep. Huh? Kyobu Koban, what are you doing? Spying on great yokai. Great yokai whisper about something with humans.
So, what do you think? Are you interested in our proposal? One second, I believe someone's listening. Hello over there? You're more than welcome to join, but a face-to-face conversation is more appropriate, don't you think?
Great yokai found us!
It's just us.
There's no need to be nervous, you two. It's not like I think you're corporate spies. As for you, it's been a while since I've met one of your kind. What's your name? Is Ioroi doing well? Huh?
Oh, this is Kyobu Koban. It's his first time visiting a city, so he's a bit shy around strangers.
So, still sealed in that statue then. I suppose it can't be helped. Nice to meet you, Gyobu Koban. My name is Yume Mizuki. I'm a Yumeku Ibaku. We're yokai, just like you.
Great yokai is surprisingly friendly?
Oh, Isa Bathhouse is expanding to Watatsumi Island?
All valid points. We do need to differentiate the brand. We could place a greater emphasis on physiotherapy. Or add some popular activities, such as carefully designed games.
Games?
Games? In a bathhouse?
Of course. Games are often used in psychological treatment to put patients at ease. Anyway, the topic of games really seemed to pique your interest. Is there something going on? Miko. I knew I smelled scheming in the air. Rivalries aside, I have no qualm using Yai Publishing House's resources to our advantage. Besides, if I remember correctly, you have a connection to Yai Publishing House as well, don't you, General Goro? You work on the That's Life column. If our venture is to focus on games, then as future business partners, I'm sure you would appreciate an opportunity to see what I can do. Agreed. Then why don't we discuss some of the finer details before the festival begins?
Okay, that should be enough teams. Time to report back to the Yashiro Commission.
Miss Kamisato, I have your schedule for tomorrow.
The list looks fine. As for the schedule, let's move the meeting with the Tenryo Commission up a little. They're in charge of festival security, so that should take precedence.
Oh, she looks super busy. Should we come back later?
Oh, Traveler! Oh no, you're fine. You caught me just as I was finishing up, actually. Lady Guji said you're the official festival representative, and you've been busy recruiting participants. So I should do my part too, right? For large events like the Test of Courage, Brother usually does most of the organizing. But this time, I wanted to take some work off his back. I hope so.
Oh, speaking of the recruitment, we found a bunch of people. We should be good to go.
Oh, already? That was fast. I wasn't sure we would find enough participants. I thought I might have to sign up myself. Oh, don't worry about it. I can only focus on so many things anyway. If we have enough people, I should stick to organizing. I suppose I'm a little sad about not taking part. But I'm looking forward to the festival all the same. When the time comes, perhaps we could check it out together.
Miss Kamisato! Another letter from the Kanjo Commission.
Coming! Sorry, duty calls. We'll have to talk about our plans another time. My brother's the one overseeing the teams. I believe he's in the courtyard with Lady Guji. You can go in when you're ready.
Thanks, Ayaka. See you later.
See you later.
Wow, Ayaka's really working hard. Guess we should follow suit. You're the festival representative, and that makes Paimon the representative of the representative. So in other words, let's do this.
It's about time. I could hear you talking outside.
Oh, don't worry about it. We were talking to Ayaka anyway.
Now that young lady is one enthusiastic volunteer, especially when she heard about your involvement, Traveler. Solved our personnel problem in one fell swoop. Hardly. It was entirely her decision. Besides, you really think I could order her around with her big brother standing right there? Huh, Mizuki signed up too? Along with the Soul of the Deep. Now this is getting interesting. I knew it was a good idea to put you in charge of recruitment, Traveler.
They're planning to use your festival to promote Isa Bathhouse.
Oh, is that so? Then perhaps I should up the ante.
So, Ayato, is everything set on your end then?
Yes, that's all well and good. I just have one small adjustment. Why so anxious? I'm just trying to keep things exciting. When we're ready to announce the theme, come to the festival grounds at the foot of Mount Yogo. We'll see you there.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, Sora! You guys are here early. There's still 3 whole days until the festival starts. Oh, wait, but what about the statue of the, almighty, Narukami-yogo? Yeah, you know the one. Won't you miss out on it again? Okay, well that's definitely more than enough. Oh, that's the reason? Oh, right. Looks like we're running out of time. Let's go then. See you later, Sora.
Ma'am, we have a message from Commission Headquarters. They need you to return as soon as possible.
Ah, you're here. Now we can get the ball rolling. Right on time, I'd say. I was just about to announce the theme for the games. Oh, this? Just a little something to spice things up. So, stay tuned.
So sleepy. Can't wait anymore.
A theme decided by Miko and the Yashiro Commission. What's it gonna be?
One thing we all share is our capacity to dream. Outlandish fantasies of the mind, nostalgic memories of the past, or telling reflections of our inner selves. In a similar sense, games also blur the lines between fantasy and reality. Just like our dreams, the bounds of possibility are as limitless as our imagination. With that in mind, your task is to create a game within the next 48 hours centered around the theme of dreams. The genre and style are completely up to you.
Okay, nothing too crazy so far.
And to provide some additional motivation, the winning team will be awarded the Tanuki Game Award, as well as a generous sum of mora, and a sponsorship from Yai Publishing House to fully develop the game and promote it throughout all Inazuma.
All Inazuma?
In the interest of fairness, the evaluation committee will decide the winner based on attendee feedback, as well as the opinion of our festival representative. Now, with that out of the way, let the game development begin. The 48-hour countdown begins now. Looks like things are going well. We've just started, and it seems like all our teams have a plan. Plus, with the transformative powers of the Bakedanuki, bringing those visions to fruition should be a lot easier. As the festival's most important judge and representative, you should go check on the progress, don't you think? It all comes down to fairness, as I said. I worked with the Yashiro Commission to come up with the theme, so the judging must go to someone else. Oh, no need to stress, though. It's all fun and games, is it not? Just choose the one you enjoy the most. Of course, if it's appearances you're worried about, you could always, I don't know, check in on the teams and ask about their ideas? And that proves that I picked the right person. Go on then, I won't keep you.
I can't believe I finished everything in time. That was close. Yeah, it was a very last-minute change of plans. We had to get a bunch of supplies ready, like the Tanuki Game Award, which took a while. If only I had a bit more time, I'm sure I could have made it look better.
Hey there, Mizuki, Kokomi, and Gyobu Koban. How are things going over here?
Piece of cake. Ugh.
Experienced, huh? That must put you at a huge advantage. Is it because you use games in your work?
I'm not sure it gives me an advantage, per se. The games I use are for clinical purposes, not entertainment. But if we want that award, we need something a lot more fun. So my experience only goes so far.
Huh. Using dreams to test a dream eater? Yeah, it does sound like some kind of challenge. Wow, that's a lot of scheming.
Screaming?
On the other hand, if we do win first place, the prestige will help us get the word out, which should increase the popularity of the bathhouse on Watatsumi Island. As for Yai Publishing House's sponsorship, as long as we win the competition, we get to decide the terms. My guess is that she's doing this all for the entertainment factor. For fun, basically.
Fun. Kyobu Koban likes fun.
Good idea. So what kind of game are you gonna make?
We're calling it A Little Fox's Daydream. Basically, you play as a fox, navigating between sweet dreams and nightmares in search of delicious fried tofu.
Yeah, looks like that fox takes some inspiration from, real life.
That's the definition of fun, don't you think? So, want to give it a try? here's an idea. Let's make the final checkpoint of this stage a ramen stand.
Ramen stand? Why?
Wow, look at this! You've made so much progress already! He helped with the gameplay too. All we had was a prototype, and now it's ready for playtesting already. His skills are amazing. Peachy Boshi, amazing! So, how do we play? It doesn't seem super obvious. Orange fur, very smart. So, you could say that your game unifies human ingenuity with Bakedaniki magic to create a scene that is completely illusory. Very creative. White fur suddenly use many big words. You sure sound official all of a sudden, Paimon. Are you trying to act like a real judge? This new style of game development deserves a name! How about Unreal? Oh, or Unity. Hey? A little acknowledgement would be nice. Yeah, it's based on a dream I had. In the dream, I learned to make bunshin, and I made them do all my work for me. With my clones around, there was no reason for that lady to come find me, so I could sleep as long as I wanted. So, even when you're asleep, you dream of getting more sleep? It's just, I got so excited at the prospect that I actually woke myself up. If only I could make bunshin in real life. Well, then, even if some get caught, the others could take a nap in the meantime, right? But if your clones do all the work, doesn't all that fatigue transfer back to you in the end? Oh, well, when you put it that way, I don't know anymore. What's a Mujina body double? That's a long story. Wanna just give it a try? Awesome! All you have to do is put your hand on the board and close your eyes.
Have to win! Or we could take a more laid-back approach. I mean, we shouldn't jeopardize our sleep or anything. Oh, and learning a ninjutsu to grow taller! I mean, learning new ninjutsu in general. Boss Toma is the best!
Anything for Boss Toma.
Whoa! Guess this team really hit it off. Looks like you're getting along great with Kozo and the others. Guess a fixer can work with just about anyone, huh? Sense, it was their dream to host the Mikawa Flower Festival.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, totally. We've been dreaming about it for a long time. So, what are you planning for the game? It kinda sounded like you're making a sequel to Kitsuyuge. But what does that have to do with the theme? White fur, yellow fur, get ready!
Anything for Boss Toma!
Boss Toma is the best.
Oh, great idea, Boss Toma!
Boss Toma is best!
Well, did you get a good look at all the games? Oh, and what are your thoughts? I'm all ears. Fascinating. Which game are you looking forward to the most? What an interesting take on the theme. Tell me, did it come from Miss Soul of the Deep, or my dear old friend? Not a bad idea. But I'm more interested in seeing how this plays out, which means turning a blind eye. For now.
Well, we had to pick one, but honestly, all the ideas were pretty good.
It's still early days, so there's no rush to make a decision. Plenty of novels at Yai Publishing House have opened on a high note, only to lose the plot halfway through. You can pick your favorite game once everyone's done with their work.
Wow, time really flew by today. It's so late already. The game booths were cool, but the food was even better. There were vendors selling dango milk, tricolor dango, rice cake soup, you name it. Paimon saved a skewer just for you. Here, before it gets cold. No, of course not. If you don't want it, Paimon will eat it herself. Tastes great, right? Which means we should come back for more tomorrow. Wait. Do you see that up ahead? What's someone doing out this late? Huh. Their clothes look kind of weird. Oh, could they be one of those costumed actors Miko mentioned? Hey, hello there? Are you also here for the festival? What was that for? They attacked us out of nowhere! Something's not right about this. Be careful, traveler! Traveler? Hey, are you alright? Well, you fought that strange person and made them disappear, but then, all of a sudden you started backing up like you were super afraid of something. Whew. You nearly gave Paimon a heart attack. Also, what was with that thunder just now? It came out of nowhere and it's not even raining! What's wrong?
Has a nightmare returned to Inazuma once again?
Hey, Komura! Time to go! The stalls are closed, so let's head home for the night. Hey, did you hear me? No more gaming tonight. We can come back tomorrow. Komura. Komura! Komura?
What's with the yelling? I can hear you just fine. Let's go.
Huh?
What? You're not coming? Why are you giving me that look?
Komura, weren't you over there just now?
Man, what happened last night? We couldn't find anyone to discuss it with because it was so late. Well, Miku and the others should be at the grounds by now, right? Let's go talk to them. Are we too early? Didn't Ayato say he prepared lodging for everyone at the shrine?
Did you hear? Someone encountered a doppelganger here last night.
A doppelganger? You mean, like a doppelganger of themselves? Or someone they know?
You know what they say. Anyone who sees their doppelganger will be replaced by them within 3 days.
That's just a folktale. It's not real.
Doppelgangers? That's a common folk tale in Inazuma, isn't it? Ever heard of it, Traveler? Yeah, it's a pretty famous one, huh? A friend being replaced by a complete stranger? Also, the timing is a bit too coincidental, don't you think? Could it be related to what we saw last night? The whole doppelganger thing sounds kind of like what Sayu was talking about with Bunshin Phantasm. Maybe something went wrong with Kichiboshi's powers? Well, thinking about it isn't going to get us anywhere. Why don't we go check on Sayu's team? Huh? They're not here yet. Well, if it is Sayu we're talking about, it's definitely possible. Oh, someone's coming. Weird. Is he here to work on the equipment? But he doesn't look like any of the workers we saw yesterday. And it doesn't seem like he's here for the games. He snuck away again! Do you think he might be... He's constantly looking back. Paimon's calling it now. Something fishy is going on. Good point. He could be on his way to meet someone. Let the hunter become the hunted.
Reporting back, ma'am. Nothing suspicious to note at the Bunshin Phantasm booth. It's possible there's no connection to the incident from last night.
Here.
Forgive me, ma'am. I have failed as a detective. I did not realize someone was on my tail.
So, what's going on? What are you investigating? Must be serious if Heizo's involved. Huh? What orders? You really can't tell us anything?
An astute observation, traveler. Tell her the truth.
What? The Shogun is here?
You recognized me with a single glance? It matters not. I am certain the person standing before us is our friend, the traveler. Her gaze, her presence, her mastery of several types of elemental energy. There is no mistake. And we need her help.
No, please!
Stay away!
What? You're right. That's a big risk.
The purpose of this festival is to bring humans and yokai together. We cannot allow the culprit to endanger anyone. Fortunately, no one else has been harmed.
Ah, so the thunder we heard was you!
On the contrary, it was my decision. I was unable to capture the culprit last night, so I left to discuss a plan with Miko. I did not show myself once I saw you were safe, and for that, I apologize.
Speaking of Miko, where is she?
She is investigating the trace of yokai power found at the scene. Though it fades in and out, it never strays from Mount Yogo. Miko is working with the Kamisato siblings to verify the identities of the staff members. They should be done soon. As for the contestants, that inquiry must be performed by someone else. The Tenryo Commission is too conspicuous. But as the judge of the competition, you can ask questions without arousing suspicion.
Okay, so you need us to talk to the teams and see if there's an imposter among us?
Precisely. Traveler, I understand these people are your friends, and it puts you in a difficult position. But if one of them has indeed been displaced by a yokai, they could be in grave danger. Thank you. I truly hope the situation is not as grave as it seems.
What are you guys gonna do next? Continue to investigate from a distance?
Worry not. Miko and I discussed that issue. She claims to have a plan. The preparations are underway as we speak.
One of her genius plans, huh?
Indeed. If you learn any details of said plan, I would like to know what I'm getting myself into.
Okay, so where do we start? We need to ask questions to figure out if there's an imposter, but we can't arouse suspicion. Oh, looks like Sayu's team is already here. Well, guess we'll just play it by ear. So tired. I don't feel rested at all. How come you two have so much energy? Didn't you stay up even later than me? Weak! It's okay. I can push through. Sayu and Yoimiya seem the same as ever. Kichibushi, too. How should we test them? Oh, good idea! Doppelgangers only mimic appearances. They wouldn't know about someone's past. Let's give it a try. White fur! Yellow fur! Yeah, well, the Traveler's judging this thing, so we can't slack off, right? Yeah, if the people in charge are here early, that usually means there's been some kind of emergency. Oh, no, it's just Traveler really wanted to see you! Well, it's your game! Playing your game yesterday brought up a whole bunch of old memories. So we wanted to come early to reminisce about old times. You know, because you might be busy later and stuff. White fur acting super strange. Marinara? Yum! Good banana? Sumeru, huh? The dreams there are supposed to be special. Did you witness a dream or something? Maybe it could give us some inspiration, and we wouldn't have to think so much. Alright. I was just wondering what kind of dream it was, that's all. Oh, we should get out of your hair then. Good luck, everyone. Bye, White Fur. Bye, Yellow Fur. Come back and play. Wow, we've had so many adventures, huh? You don't even realize it until someone brings up the past. Totally! It was... what was it again? Anyway, Paimon didn't pick up on anything suspicious from that team. If anything, we were the weird ones forcing conversations and stuff. Okay, so maybe it wasn't the best strategy. Leaning into the judge angle is probably a safer bet. Let's ask about the creative process behind the game and confirm their identities that way. Paimon saw Toma's team show up just now, so we can investigate them next. Hey, Toma! We were hoping to learn a bit more about the philosophy behind your game. Is now a good time? Feel a soft bee?
Oh, Boss can explain that one.
Boss and Shosei were up super late last night coming up with ideas.
And he's back at it this morning, as energetic as ever. Boss is the best!
Time for an interview.
into you.
Hold on! You can't just ask a simple question, Traveler. Watch and learn. Ahem. We'd love to learn more about your design approach and strategic vision. What will be the project's main draw, and how will it deliver emotional value to your players? Impressive! And completely over Paimon's head.
Nice one, boss!
Fixer is a tough nut to crack, huh? Shoot! Paimon can't pick apart an answer she doesn't understand. Over to you, Traveler. Whoa, not a single stumper.
Yes, Boss Toma!
Well, Toma's answers were all very genuine. Paimon didn't notice anything un-Toma-like about them. Plus, he was with Shosei until late last night. If you think about when we saw the nightmare creature, the timing doesn't match up. Kozo and his two friends were together the whole time, too. They would have noticed if someone was acting weird. So, we're back at square one. That just leaves Kokomi's team, right? Guess we should check them out. You're here alone? Huh. Where are Kokomi and the others?
Don't know about Great Yokai, but Soul Lady is behind you.
Soul Lady? Oh, as in Soul of the Deep. Okay. Wait, did you say behind us? Kokomi! A little warning next time! Energy? Oh! The numbers you write in your diary!
In a tree? Dry berry?
Oh, sorry.
Yobo-Koban is a criminal?
No, of course not! You're in the clear.
In the clear. Is good? Good.
What about about Mizuki? Where did she go?
Something tells me a certain someone is missing me.
Huh? Miko and Mizuki!
Hello, traveler. Paimon.
Yes, I left the rest to the young fellow from the Kamisato clan. At least for now, there's nothing suspicious to note.
That means the culprit didn't manage to sneak in. That's a relief.
Just like that, you let down your guard? And all it took was for me to wear her face.
The culprit? It's you!
Oh? Greedy little thing. I thought we agreed on 20. Oh, it's getting harder and harder to tease you, traveler.
Oh, can you stop with the teasing then? Even I'm reaching my limit.
500 years and you're still not used to it? Sounds like you need more practice.
At least spare me for the day. I can't take the mental torment right now. I'm running on fumes. Investigated the shogunate officials' nightmares, analyzed the traces of yokai power around Mount Yogo. Oh, and worked on some new game stages, of course.
All in one night?
Well, I didn't want someone to ruin the Mikawa Flower Festival. But I also wanted to do my best for my part of the festival. Besides, I've talked to many patients who worked multiple jobs just to make ends meet. Compared to that, complaining about one night of hard work is a little unreasonable, don't you think? You're very persuasive, Kokomi. It would seem you also have a talent for clinical psychology. I'll leave it to you two then.
Sweet dreams! Mizuki really cares about the festival, huh? She's putting so much pressure on herself.
Perhaps she's reminded of the festivals of the past when I was just a kid, and Mizuki a young Baku. We would rush past the other yokai, desperate to get the first piece of fried tofu from the ramen stand. It would seem she hasn't forgotten, even after 500 years. You know, there's something to be said for knowing when to keep your mouth shut, little one. Well, enough about the past. We must focus on the matter at hand.
But you didn't notice anything suspicious, right? That should mean the culprit didn't sneak in.
That's one possibility. The other is that the culprit's transformation is even more convincing than we imagined. In that case, we need a detective with a more professional skill set. Or we need to find a way to provoke them and get their facade to crack.
But that sounds dangerous.
If the culprit is deep in disguise, a slight provocation won't completely expose them. What we need is to create reasonable doubt. Make the culprit question whether their cover is blown. As they hesitate over whether to make some kind of last stand, that is our chance. Oh, A didn't tell you? Allow me to show you. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Mikawa Flower Festival, it is my honor to announce an esteemed guest from Tenshukaku has agreed to take part in this year's festival. Please welcome Her Excellency, the Almighty Narukami Ogosho, God of Thunder.
So this was your plan, Miko?
Well, not bad, right?
Wow, that was quite the entrance. Paimon can't believe she agreed to that. Why didn't you clue us in earlier? We wasted all that time asking pointless questions. Another day of hard work. Where did the time go?
Almighty Shogun! Glory to your everlasting reign! Welcome. Welcome.
This stall looks familiar. Yet it would seem the ownership has changed hands.
Ah, you must be thinking of Tomoki. He wasn't feeling well today, so I'm filling in.
I see. Yet, you remind me of someone. A Doshin from the Tenryo Commission.
What are you looking at, eh?
The food offerings. Although this vendor seems... working? Ah, I see. I appreciate your dedication, sir.
Well, of course. It's an honor to serve such esteemed guests.
No need for formalities. I'll take 3 orders of dango milk.
Right away.
3 orders? So Paimon gets one too?
Yes. I wanted to thank you for accompanying me. Without you by my side, I imagine the people here would be on edge even now. I have my reasons for being here, of course, but I would hate to tarnish the festive atmosphere. Indeed. The Mikawa Flower Festival. Hundreds of years have passed since I last partook of the festivities. Much is different this time. The people, the place, the games. Yet, the name endures, and the joy of celebration along with it. I suppose that, in itself, is a form of eternity.
Traveler, Paimon. And the almighty Shogun?
Oh, Mizuki! Looks like you got some much-needed rest.
Yume Mizuki. Thank you for your aid earlier.
Of course. I'm always willing to help. It's my duty. I wish I could have dispelled the nightmares, but this situation is uncharted territory for me.
Even so, relieving the pain of the nightmares is no small feat. You honor the legacy of the Yumeku Ippaku.
So not even Mizuki could fix it? What's going on with this nightmare creature?
Let's save the difficult questions for later. Actually, I came here to ask you something. Want to come to the Isa bathhouse with me? Most of the contestants will be there. Oh, and don't worry about payment. It's my treat.
Really? Yes, let's go!
Well, game development isn't easy. Most of the contestants are exhausted and could use a break. You've been under a lot of pressure yourselves with the investigation and all, so I thought you might like to join.
Of course we would! Right, Traveler?
I will remain here. I rarely have time away from Tenshukaku, and I would like to continue perusing the stalls.
Aw, that's too bad.
Ah, I almost forgot. Miko wanted to talk to you, Traveler. I'll take you to her first.
Oh? Well, why don't we all go?
Almighty Shogun, your dango milk is ready.
Oh, delicious.
No need, Shogun. Miko just had some quick things to go over with the judges, that's all. You and Paimon can wait here. We'll only be a minute. Alright, now we can talk freely. I think something's off with the Shogun. You've been with her the whole day. Have you noticed anything? Exactly. You noticed too. I've witnessed a lot of cases where patients, for a variety of reasons, are unwilling or unable to seek help. Unfortunately, that only exacerbates the problem. Until their emotions become so heavy, even the strongest of people collapse under the weight. I see those warning signs in the Shogun. Humans, yokai, and archons bear the same capacity for emotion and are naturally susceptible to the same mental turmoil. It's very possible that someone who appears strong on the outside has learned to compartmentalize their negative emotions, and that is far from healthy. Anyway, the quickest route to curing the mind is through the heart. That's where you come in, Traveler. Approaching someone in a professional capacity often makes them more guarded. But don't worry, you'll still have my help. Here, with these 2 special coupons, you can get into Isa Bathhouse after closing. Then, this is what you're gonna do.
Finally, you're back! Paimon's had 2 servings of dango milk already!
Sorry for the wait. It sounds like the Traveler has other plans, Paimon. So we'll head to the bathhouse on our own.
Huh? You're not coming? Okay. Paimon will bring you back a hot spring egg!
There is no need to stay behind on my behalf. If you leave now, I'm sure you can catch up. What makes you say that? If my presence makes them nervous or impedes their ability to relax, does that not defeat the purpose of going to the hot springs? I already disturbed their progress by coming to the festival. The last thing everyone needs is more distractions. As you know, this body is hardly that fragile. It can operate for another 100 years with no issue. Mortals are weak in body and mind. If there is a choice of who to bear such a burden, naturally, that person should be me. What does it matter? The world is not so easily bent to one's will. What clever verbal tricks, Traveler. It appears you've been spending too much time with Miko. You think you can get away with manipulating the Shogun? I wouldn't be so sure. Persistent indeed. Very well. As you proposed, we shall set out at midnight. Well, shall we head out? All right, no reason to delay. Steam replete with the scent of orchids. Water that turns the complexion a blushing pink. So, this is a hot spring. Yes, there are royal hot springs near Tenshukaku, but the plans were set in motion only after Hiragi Hiroshi introduced the Snezhnayan blast furnace to Inazuma, and that was 500 years ago. When the project was complete, I was already in the plain of Euthymia. And, naturally, the body of the Shogun has no need for such luxuries. The members of the Kanjo Commission were once friends with Makoto and the Kitsune Saigu. Although mere mortals, those who managed to survive back then were special individuals indeed. What makes you say that? Now I see why my officials claim that the hot springs facilitate conversation. Even I find myself divulging more than intended. You're correct. Following the dark disaster 500 years ago, a nightmare engulfed Inazuma. On a battlefield consumed in darkness, our soldiers fought against dark forces, creatures capable of possessing people and trapping them in nightmares. Even the Yumeku Ibaku could do nothing to wake them. Perhaps not. The battle was intense. Those who stood up in defense of this land knew the chance of survival was slim. In the face of certain death, Surely a nightmare is nothing to fear. But what if I told you this? If the person trapped in the nightmare was strong enough to overcome incapacitation, it would become a waking nightmare instead. The person would lose all capacity to distinguish dream from reality, perceiving everything in the real world as a continuation of the war, and every precious thing in life as an enemy to be annihilated. And every precious thing in life as an enemy to be annihilated. That is a far more painful nightmare, both for the person in question and those around them. Yes. I unleashed Muso no Hitotachi and struck her down. No need. I have no regrets. I know it was the right decision, both for Inazuma's sake and her own. If necessary, I would do it again. Well, it's about time you two showed yourselves, yes? You've listened in long enough.
Oh. Before you say anything, this part wasn't me.
Well, since the cat's out of the bag, how about a hot spring tea party?
Hey!
Ah, nice and warm. No wonder the hot springs relaxed your inhibitions, eh?
So who came up with this idea? I want the truth.
I guess both of us?
Well, I happened to consult a certain clinical psychologist about how to get an old friend to open up. In her expert opinion, doing something new with a trusted companion in a new environment can make someone less guarded. Looks like it worked like a charm.
It's one thing to trust that Miko has good intentions, but would you let your guard down around her?
Your concern is misplaced. I kept these matters to myself because I was unsure whether this incident is connected to the past, and I did not want to interfere with the investigation. If the investigation reached an impasse, or new clues pointed to the nightmare from back then, naturally, I would have discussed this intel with you.
Intel, huh? It appears you still don't understand why I wanted you to open up in the first place.
Help! Help me! Sounds like it came from outside. Let's check it out.
It seems different in some respects. Step back and allow me to examine her.
What's going on? Almighty Shogun?
What happened just now? What frightened you?
Shogun,
It's all right. With the Shogun here, nothing can hurt you. Just take a deep breath and tell us what happened.
I almost fainted again just now. Yes, I was on my way to Uyu Restaurant. And as I was crossing the bridge, I saw someone staring at me from behind a tree. It was hard to make out their appearance in the dark, but I had a bad feeling. So I tried to get a closer look in the moonlight. And it was In that moment, I thought about how people who see their doppelganger usually end up dead, and I fainted from the shock. I don't remember anything after that.
A doppelganger in Inazuma City. But we only detected traces of the nightmare around Mount Yogo.
I heard that people encountered doppelgangers on Mount Yogo too! Could it be the work of some terrible yokai?
Now that we have an understanding of the situation, why don't I take you to the police station to file a report?
Okay.
The situation is getting worse. If the doppelganger is limited to the festival grounds, that's one thing. But appearing on a random street in Inazuma City...
On the bright side, the victim seems okay this time.
Bad news, Shogun!
A Tenryo Commission official? What's wrong?
Another victim! At the festival! Kappa is trapped in a nightmare!
What?
But Sara and the others were keeping watch.
Make haste. Back to Mount Yogo at once.
Kappa! Kappa!
Excuse me. Let me take a look.
Mizuki! Traveler! Finally, you're back!
Now is not the time to cast blame. Did anyone witness the attack?
We split up for just a second, and the next thing we knew, he was on the ground. Oh, it must be some terrible yokai.
How is he, Mizuki?
It's strange. I can't perceive his nightmare. It's almost like he's not there at all.
The yokai! It must be getting stronger! Kappa, oh, please don't die.
No. It was I who underestimated the enemy. I who allowed us to continue the festival despite the potential dangers. Sara, what is the status of the other contestants and staff? Good. By decree of the Shogun, I declare that the Mikawa Flower Festival is...
Wait.
What is it, Miko?
You're being too hasty, eh? I understand your concern for the people, but I urge you to think this through, or we risk playing into the enemy's hand. Considering your history with nightmares, you have better cause than anyone to exercise caution. But do you truly believe that what we're facing now is just a nightmare?
Explain.
Call it intuition. If you want the truth, perhaps Doshin Shikanoin could shed some light. I believe there's been a break in the case.
That doesn't sound right. I need to think about this some more.
Kappa is made of wood?
No wonder I couldn't sense the nightmare.
I see. So the doppelganger infiltrated the festival as Kappa and is currently hiding in Inazuma City. Is that correct?
Kozo and his two friends were together the whole time, too. They would have noticed if someone was acting weird. It's a Bakedaniki tail!
Kikaku! Kikaku! Run!
Tetsunosuke?
They're getting away!
Aren't you supposed to be in Inazuma City?
And leave you two by yourselves? That's not the Tanuki way!
No fighting! Let's go!
Bakedaniki! Those little terrors! Come on, let's go after them! Paimon's had enough of these things! What even are they? More Bakedaniki tricks?
Nothing's working! The humans are catching up!
Little rascals! Stop running!
You wish!
Transform! Stupid humans won't be able to recognize us! You can't see me. You can't see me. I'm up on fire.
Tetsunosuke, you idiot! Don't tell them the three of us turned into bonfires!
Hear that, Traveler? Bonfires! 3 of them! We'll show them stupid.
Ouch! Transform!
They're gone again! this time? Some kind of stone or brick?
Kichiro, protect us!
Oh!
Save us, Tsukumo! We're almost rid of them.
Ah! Tengu! Tengu was flying! Tengu is a cheater!
Tengu, why are you helping the humans? Tengu is a yokai!
Shogun? That's the leader of the humans!
Shogun sent people to steal our land! Shogun is bad!
Calm yourself, Sarah. Let's hear them out.
Shogun sent humans to steal our home!
And the Mikawa Flower Festival! Shogun is making yokai serve the humans!
Serve the humans? He's not talking about the game development, is he?
Shogun even forced Great Baku Yokai to work all night!
Oh, you mean yesterday? That was my choice, actually.
Jeez, where are these ideas coming from?
Stay back!
Humans want to enslave us again!
Hold on. Something's not right. We should try a different approach.
No need. I know what's wrong. They're trapped in a nightmare.
What are you doing? Trying to put Tetsunosuke to work?
Kinkaku doesn't want to stay up all night.
Servitude, enslavement? These might sound like ridiculous misunderstandings to us, but that is their reality right now. A world of despair and fear, where enemies lurk at every turn, devoid of even a single shred of light.
So, they're sleepwalking? How do we wake them up?
If we knew how, we would have done so back then.
Give us your worst! Kinkaku will never leave the Tanuki path! Kinkaku will die before serving you!
Truly?
What are you doing? No, don't!
The humans are everywhere. We can't hide forever.
How long have we been hiding? 100 years? 500 years?
No idea. If Ioroi was still around, he would remember.
Shh, quiet! Someone's coming.
This is a fine piece of land. The grain yield should be exceptional.
Remember to check for traces of yokai in the surrounding area. By order of the Shogun.
By order of the Shogun, we are to exterminate all yokai that cross our path.
Why so hasty? We should leave some alive. We can make them work their own land.
Hey, you know about the Mikawa Flower Festival, right? I heard 50% of the profit is going to the development fund.
Oh yeah, the festival for humans. And... the festival for humans, and humans alone. The yokai have had their fun. It's our turn now.
That's right. We should put them to work.
They're known for their transformations, right? Then the little monkeys can dance for us until they die!
No! How could they do that?
Quiet, or they'll catch us.
What? What is that? Ah!
Hey, are you alright? Yoko, Kappa, I need help over here! Hold on, we're coming!
The yokai and the humans are unconscious?
The same thing happened to all of them?
The Mikawa Flower Festival!
This yokai can speak!
No, if we don't make it to the Mikawa Flower Festival, Boss Tama will be so upset. Boss Tama will eat us.
The humans are coming for us. We're gonna lose our home. What do we do?
We infiltrate the Mikawa Flower Festival. We scare the humans away and then they won't come.
But how do we get into the festival?
Boss Toma is the best!
How about we turn into those 3 yokai?
Traveler! Traveler!
Are you all right, Traveler?
Where are we?
Huh? The nightmare is gone. You purified it.
Humans! And a bunch of yokai!
The Mikawa Flower Festival! The humans are gonna... They're gonna... What were they gonna do?
Oh, that explains all the Boss Toma this and Boss Toma that. That was the only thing they could imitate. Wait a second. Hitotsume Kozo and the others should be Akitsuyuge experts. But this time, Toma did all the work. Paimon can't believe we missed something so suspicious. Oh, you're saying Paimon's deductive reasoning is Hazel level.
Based on your description, Traveler, it's possible these Bake Danuki have been in hiding for 500 years. Sounds like they know Ioroi, too. Why don't we ask him? It's not far.
The protector of the grove. It's been 500 years since our last meeting. Sarah, Hazo, return to the festival to keep watch. The doppelganger incident has been resolved, but the threat of the nightmare remains. I will handle the meeting with Ioroi myself.
Oh, keep it down. Bringing all these people at this hour. Don't you know even statues need to sleep? Shogun! I bow before thee. No, wait, shoot, I'm still a statue. What should I...
All is well, Ioroi, hidden protector of the grove.
Ah, that would be because when Ioroi tried to pluck a nakuweed from the Imperial Garden, A nearly split him in two, Yashiori Island style.
Keep it to yourself, you meddlesome kitsune.
Ioroi, I wish to ask you something.
Anything, Shogun. Absolutely anything. It is my honor to answer.
Suck up.
You could have at least slowed down a little. It took forever to convince them to come with me.
It's Yoroi!
The humans really did kill you!
Your body is stone!
Huh? I am not dead!
Not dead? The Kitsune spoke the truth?
This smell is Yoroi! Yoroi is alive?
Yoroi? The humans really did seal you away!
Wait, this must be Kinkaku, and Tetsunosuke! You weren't sealed away?
When the humans, Kabuna Harunosuke, came to hurt us.
We ran and hid. The humans searched and searched. So many friends couldn't move. Our yokai powers were getting weaker.
So we decided to escape the human just as the great Baketanuki Tsukumo taught us, by digging a hole in the ground!
That's when we uncovered a horn filled with yokai power. It was the will of the great Baketanuki Kiichiro made manifest.
It restored our power, and then we made the human go, oh, ching, tung, yeah, yeah,
Oh, and by, ting, tune, yeah, you mean?
We tricked him and ran.
So, you didn't actually beat him up at all?
We've been using the horn to hide ever since. But there are too many humans. It's getting harder to hide.
A horn full of yokai power. Could that be the source of the nightmares? The reason the Baketanuki are so afraid of humans? If the horn contained the fragment of a nightmare, using its power to hide would spread the nightmare to them. That means the Baketanuki have been trapped inside this state of anxiety for 500 years.
Ha! I could have told you that nothing good would come from that horn. Using external power is against the Tanuki path.
We strayed from the path?
But the horn helped us hide from the humans. The humans tried to take our land.
On the contrary, the purpose of the investigation was to determine in advance if yokai were present on the land in question. Whether we avoid encroaching on yokai territory altogether or attempt to reach a mutually beneficial agreement, a peaceful resolution was always the goal.
Oh, really?
Wait, that is what the humans said back then, isn't it?
By order of the Shogun, if yokai live here, we need to discuss the proposal.
Ginkaku Tetsunosuke. Not all humans are bad. Yellow Fur over there helped me a great deal, you know.
Besides, the Baketanuki were only sealed away back then because Yoroi stole that comb.
Yoroi is a thief? Yoroi got what he deserved.
How was I to know it was used to make sacred Sakura Daifuku? I gave it back, didn't I?
So the humans were mean for no reason?
Well, if you must know, the young human and I fought. I was perhaps a tad careless, so I conceded the match. Anyway, the point is, neither side is bad.
There he goes again, changing the subject when it makes him look bad.
Now you know. No human is trying to harm you.
So, it was all a nightmare.
500 years in hiding? For nothing.
It was a 500-year-long game of hide and seek. What's so bad about that? Besides, you won.
Huh? We won? Go us! We're even better than Yoroi!
Hey, my game of hide and seek isn't over yet.
Wow, the mind of a Bakedaniki is something else. Still so cheerful even after all that.
That nature is what isolated them from the worst effects of the nightmare and prevented them from causing any real harm. But a nightmare that's still affecting people after all this time? Who could it belong to? A horn buried under Mount Yogo.
Tainted by darkness, the Oni warrior raised her sword against the almighty shogun. Losing an arm and a horn to the shogun's blade, she fled into the forest, never to be seen again. A trusted lieutenant fighting against the forces of darkness, she was once devoured whole by a beast from beyond this world, with the body of a tiger and the tail of a serpent, until she tore the creature apart from within. Thus she earned the name Chiyo the Tigerbite, or Tora Chiyo.
I don't think Chiyo would like that name. Though she escaped the belly of the beast alive, that battle never left her. She saw the memories of her fallen comrades everywhere, slaughtered one after another, until she could no longer distinguish dream from reality. The nightmare twisted every joy in her life, her subordinates, family, and friends, into enemies in need of destruction. It was in that state, trapped in the battlefield of her mind, that she raised her sword against me on Mount Yogo. With the Muso no Hitotachi, I cut off her arm, one of her horns, and a portion of the mountain itself. I suspect that is when the horn in question was buried there.
And subsequently uncovered by 3 Bakedanuki. That means the fragment on the horn comes from Chiyo's nightmare.
Nightmares feed on fear and anxiety. If what the traveler saw is true, it's possible Kinkaku and the others' fear over the past 500 years allowed the fragment to gain physical form and become something akin to a jibakure. An earthbound spirit. They move through the ley lines, but are also bound by them. That's why the traces of this entity appeared intermittently and never outside of Mount Yogo.
It would seem the fragment of this nightmare is no different from the one back then. It hates all joy and every good thing in this world. The investigation team working for a better future? Attacked. Hitotsume Kozo and his friends, kind enough to lend a helping hand? Attacked.
Yeah, and we were attacked too! Right when we were having fun with the playtesting.
Perhaps it needs to regain strength after your defeat. Or perhaps it is biding its time because it knows, with whatever rationality remains, that it cannot defeat you. But sooner or later, its twisted hatred will force it out of hiding, and it will move to strike its enemies. When Chiyo set her sights on a target, she was never one to waver.
Oh.
But both possibilities prove something. Nightmare fragments can be defeated. And an enemy that can be killed is one that can be split in two by the power of Muso Ishin.
There's really no other way?
Mikoshi Chiyo is gone. A fragment of a nightmare tied to a severed horn. That is all that remains. The living must take precedent over the memory of the dead.
Oh, who cares about the dead anyway? I'm just trying to look out for the living.
What is that supposed to mean, Miko?
Oh, I'm just concerned about our poor Bake Tanuki friends.
Huh? What does that have to do with us?
The nightmare fragment has been tied to the Bake Tanuki for nearly 500 years. Strike it down, and who's to say whether you take the lives of our poor friends along with it?
I beseech you, almighty Shogun, spare the young ones. It was just a momentary... oh, no. A 500-year-long lapse in judgment.
Miko, you speak the truth?
If you don't believe me, ask Mizuki and the Traveler. I'm sure they've encountered similar cases during their extensive travels.
Well, Oh! Yes, during my studies both in Liyue and Natlan.
Then, what would you propose? This nightmare fragment is a constant threat to Inazuma. Should all other options fail, I will take action.
If the fragment's hatred toward the world comes from a nightmare, then the most logical option is to get rid of the nightmare itself.
Right! Can't you just eat the nightmare, Mizuki?
The Yumekui Baku already tried that 500 years ago. Even yesterday, when faced with the corruption of the nightmare, Mizuki could only mitigate the effects.
What was impossible back then is not necessarily impossible now. I think Mizuki has the right idea. If we cannot eradicate the nightmares directly, why not use this entity's tricks against it? Combat illusions with illusions. Combat nightmares with dreams.
Is that even possible?
Don't forget, there are yokai that specialize in shape-shifting and illusions, and they happen to be right in front of us.
Where? Kinkaku doesn't see them anywhere!
Maybe they're hiding as trees? Or the wind?
Fools! The kitsune is clearly referring to the Bake Tanuki. Tetsunosuke, Kinkaku, must you be so dense?
Given their centuries-long connection to the nightmare fragment, they are perfectly positioned to create a dreamscape that the entity will be unable to distinguish from the real world.
Back then, the nightmare had little to no weaknesses. If we want to give the Bakedanuki an opportunity to strike, I assume you have a plan, Miko?
You said it yourself. Mikoshi Chiyo is gone. All that remains is a fragment of her nightmare, already broken and vulnerable. Besides, Mizuki is an old friend, one that is not to be underestimated. She has traveled the land studying dreams and is far more capable than those old fossils back then.
Oh, She just usually doesn't compliment me to my face. But Miko's right. If we work together, I'm confident we can put together a ritual to subdue the nightmare fragment.
Once we perform the ritual, it will take some time for the barrier to take effect. Luckily for us, we have two formidable warriors on our side. Our festival representative, who also happens to have extensive experience against dark forces, and the almighty Shogun, unmatched in combat. I'm sure the two of you can buy us some time.
There's just one problem. Since this entity can pass through the ley lines, its movements are unpredictable. If we're going to create a barrier, how can we be sure it appears where we want?
The solution to that is obvious. If the nightmare fragment despises all sources of joy and happiness, then naturally a joyous occasion would be an evil beyond measure, an enemy that must be annihilated at all costs.
So, if we want to lure it out...
The Mikawa Flower Festival!
What joy could possibly compare to finishing one's work right before the deadline?
I would imagine we can all think of a few. But I agree. The Mikawa Flower Festival is the most plausible target. Once the enemy appears, I will pull them into the plane of Euthymia immediately. I will not put the people in danger. Traveler, I ask that you join me there so we can subdue the enemy together.
All right. I will update everyone back at the festival and start the preparations for the ritual. I'll need your help, Mizuki. It's going to be a busy night.
Looks like an all-nighter for me.
Well, this was your idea. Oh, and don't forget, you need to finish a Little Fox's Daydream as well.
And in a surprising twist, you were my nightmare all along.
Well, Ioroi, as I see it, you've been punished long enough. It's about time you were released.
Released? I can do that myself anytime I want. This statue keeps me warm in the winter and cool in the summer. Don't interfere.
Ioroi is the best!
Besides, the seal's power is almost gone. What I really want is for you to help me give that sneaky kitsune a piece of my mind.
Ioroi, she's already...
Not so fast. I won't be fooled by your tricks again. Whatever you were about to say, she can tell me herself, instead of sending some young kitsune to hoodwink me.
Great yokai really wasn't forced to work all night?
That's right. It was my choice.
Why does Great Yokai have to work?
I suppose it's just the price of becoming a great yokai.
Great yokai? Gingaku is sad for you.
Traveler, during the battle tomorrow, it is imperative you know your limits. If the enemy proves too much to handle, leave them to me. I know. I understand your concerns, just as you know mine. We need not say any more than that. Just get some rest and prepare yourself for the battle to come. One more thing. Thank you.
All right, it's finally time for the festival. Hopefully everything goes okay. Do you think everyone completed their games? Let's go check it out.
Remarkably efficient, Ayato. How are things with the Tenryo Commission?
Oh, you're all here! Well, it's a relief to have you all in our corner. Those in need?
I'm sure you'll run into her as you walk around. Oh, and just a reminder, you need to select the best game later tonight. Most importantly, don't forget to enjoy yourself. We need this event to be as joyful as possible if we want the plan to work. Once you're done experiencing the festival, you should check in with A.
Ah, Captain. Swordfish 2, salute.
To be honest, some Watatsumi Islanders aren't too concerned about the festival or the safety of Narukami Island.
But if they knew it was for the captain of Swordfish too, I'm confident everyone would be here in a heartbeat.
Huh. I never considered that angle. You possess wisdom beyond your years, Kokomi. On par with a certain other shrine maiden I know.
Mizuki! Did you get any sleep at all?
I'm fine. Sometimes you need to push past your mental limits to unleash your full potential. I've seen that many times in my line of work. I will. The good news is, the ritual is all set. That means the festival can proceed, and we can focus on realizing our vision. As for the more pressing matter, once the nightmare fragment appears, we will begin the ritual, but it needs time to take effect. You and the Shogun are the only ones who can subdue the enemy until then. Do you remember what I told you yesterday, before you left for Isa Bathhouse? Humans, yokai, and archons bear the same capacity for emotion and are naturally susceptible to the same mental turmoil. It's very possible that someone who appears strong on the outside has learned to compartmentalize their negative emotions, and that is far from healthy. Good. I trust you won't let the Shogun shoulder this alone. Not anymore.
Don't you think this puzzle is a bit too complicated? If we make this small adjustment, it'd be a lot easier to understand, don't you think?
You're right. I never thought about it that way.
Oh, no. You two did all the hard work. You made it easy for me. Oh, when did you get here?
Just now! Seems like you're a natural, Ayaka. A real game developer at heart, huh?
Oh, you remember that. Well, Brother had everything covered, so I asked Yoimiya if she could use a hand. I'm just glad I didn't turn out to be an inconvenience.
In a jam? Because jam is sticky, and we got stuck!
Not that kind of jam. But it doesn't matter. We just need to get this done.
Traveler, Lady Guji told me about the upcoming battle. As I understand it, this is an extremely dangerous endeavor, and the rest of us can only help from the sidelines. Our thoughts and prayers are with you. Be careful.
The Arataki Gang rules!
Not your fault. Bakedanuki are powerful. Even Shosei couldn't smell them. Longhorn Oni is stupid. Stupid Oni really helped make game? By the way, where are the real Hitotsume Kozo and his friends? And what about Tetsunosuke and the others?
Ah, it's you. Before battle, it is imperative to calm the mind. If you have unfinished business, see to that now. Then, come meditate with me. Since leaving the plane of Euthymia, I seem to experience this feeling more and more, whether in the markets of Inazuma or before the sacred Sakura. No, it may not be a bad thing. In the plane of Euthymia, I could not perceive the consequences of my choices, but that did not preclude their impact. It is only natural that I would feel their effect one day. Even a god cannot sever the link between cause and effect. I have come to realize that isolating oneself from all engagement is no way to reach a true state of euthymia. I will not unleash Muso no Hitotachi this time. I can only support you in the battle ahead. Using illusion against illusion, dream against nightmare. The ultimate success of this plan comes down to you, traveler.
Did we do it?
The Arataki Gang rules!
Prepare yourself, traveler. All right, follow me. To think, there would be a day when we would fight in the plain of Euthymia, side by side. Be on your guard, traveler.
God of Thunder, heed our call.
Truth made manifest.
Shatter the night, unmask it all.
With your might, let illusions fall.
You my power. I grant you the Shogun's blessing.
God of Thunder, heed our call.
Shatter the night, unmask it all!
With your might, let illusions fall!
Wake up! Wake up! Makoshi-sama! Makoshi-sama! Are you okay?
We thought you'd been eaten alive by that beast.
Mother!
Do what you must. Just save her.
This nightmare, it's beyond our skill to heal.
Nightmare. It felt like an endless nightmare.
Sleep in peace. This time, only sweet dreams await.
For many of us, I'm sure the last few days have seen unforgettable levels of stress and fatigue. But for now, I hope we can put the past behind us and enjoy a night of pure, unadulterated fun. Now, before we kick things off, our representative will announce the award for Best Game.
Woohoo!
So full.
The winning team will take home a sum of prize money courtesy of the Yashiro Commission, along with the Tanuki Game Award. In addition, our special guest has the honor of announcing a special award. Shogun, if you could.
This special award recognizes the team with the most immersive game. And that goes to the creators of the horror game, The Doppelganger Incident. Kinkaku, Ginkaku, and Tetsunosuke.
Huh? Oh, so it was a horror game all along! I really thought I'd seen a ghost.
Wow, that takes immersive to a whole new level. Baketanuki are something else.
I present you this award in the name of the Narukami Ogosho, and I promise you this. No human shall infringe on your peace without cause.
Shogun is the best!
Shogun is the best!
The whole purpose of the investigation was to avoid disturbing yokai territory. Besides, the world is a big place. Humans, yokai, there's more than enough room for all of us.
Though there were misunderstandings, wariness, and even hostilities along the way, we still ended up with a celebration in the end. Seeing the Baketanuki together with all these humans and yokai, it's a moving sight indeed. Miko took them to Mizuki so she can check them over. We needed to make sure the disappearance of the nightmare fragment did not have an adverse impact on them. After all, you claimed striking down the nightmare could endanger the Baketanuki. Unless that was a lie?
Next time... Blah, blah, blah. We finished the game, but it feels like I'm forgetting something, like our original goal.
Just let it go and enjoy the festival. All the games are super fun.
Baketanuki spell! Perfect!
good. That Yumekwi Baku lady already looked us over. We woke up once the nightmare fragment was gone. It felt like one big, long dream. Sorry we couldn't help you with the game, boss.
Let's kapow together! But we were just there. So warm. Oh, hey! Don't fall asleep in the tub!
It's not good to get distracted during a match, brother. Oh, okay. Go easy on me, traveler.
Boss! The Mikawa Flower Festival was a huge success for us! We had 3 times more visitors than usual! Based on what we've made so far, I think we'll be able to make this much.
That's great news! We might even beat Yai Publishing House this month.
Oh, you look pleased about something. Having a party without me?
Oh, it's nothing.
I forgot to share some good news with you. 30% of the proceeds from the festival have been transferred to Yai Publishing House. We are expecting record profit this month. Don't you think congratulations are in order?
What?
Well, boss, I guess congratulations are in order. This is our 333rd time competing against Yai Publishing House in sales, and our best showing to date. Second place!
May this be a night of sweet dreams for all.
Nice to see you again, traveler. Yes, the news spread far and wide. A festival for humans and yokai alike is a grand occasion, after all. Ayaka happened to send me an invitation as well, so I came to check it out. I have to say, the atmosphere in Inazuma seems much improved since I left.